Hello my students, welcome. Just a warning before you go into the depth of the lectures. Before you start your learning, we want to let you know that Udemy will always ask you to give review very early, very quick. So which can sometimes frustrate you, somehow. So this kind of request is not from us, but it is from Udemy system, which is understandable. But because you just start learning and you see a pop-up that asks you for review might get you sometimes frustrated. So if it's okay for you, you can leave us a comment or rate us from that pop-up message from Udemy. But we would always recommend you to start learning first, and then according to only how you feel while you are learning, so you can leave us the feedback, some stars or some comments. They will be always appreciated, very appreciated, which will motivate us to provide you more and more knowledge, more information. Okay guys, so enjoy your videos, enjoy your courses. Hello everybody, welcome to JRD Academy. Hack yourself and secure everybody. Here is an overview of what you're gonna learn. But first thing first, you might want to get to know more about us. If so, please scroll down your mouse to the instructor area profile picture, and then you will get to know us. In this video and all courses, so you're gonna learn many interesting things. First thing first, in the part 1, you will have all the labs available to you for the training, which you can easily download for proceeding in an offline environment if in case you are without internet. You will know how to make enumeration and exploitation of websites, of some system, for example, of some computers in your network area by knowing the IP and scan the MAC address and do a lot of stuff with Metasploit and Burp Suite Pro and so on. You will know how to establish firewall in a network environment. You will know how to set the security behind it, and then you will know how to prevent DOS attack. You will get familiar with 2 of the most well-known website vulnerabilities or in web application, which is SQL injection and XSS attack, how it works and what it is exactly, how complex they are, and how you can manipulate them to exploit the vulnerabilities in a very well explained manner. You will know how to crack files, hack websites such as X files. If a file has some password in it and then you got to pay, or you have to find the secret key, or the registration number, you will know how to crack those files, even zip files and WAV files and so on. You will know what tools to use to make the cracking phase possible. As a hint, we use mostly x64DBG, x32DBG, or Oli debugger in either. All the information, guys, you will find them in our courses. All are required depending on what is your interest, so please check them out and check the content. And most importantly, you will know how to secure what you have just cracked or what you have just hacked. Hack yourself and secure everybody. This is our primary goal, primary purpose for these lectures, guys. So as we have said earlier, this video was a short video about what you will learn in all courses, what you will have in your hands. So we provide you a lot of labs so that you can train yourself and get knowledge and try to get into a system, crack some account after getting into the database system, so that you can find how to use some dictionary files and Kali Linux and do a lot of stuff. So this is just a short video. We are very looking forward to seeing you in our courses there. Thank you. Hello guys, welcome again to our lecture, welcome to our course. Yes, here it's gonna be the introduction part, what tools you need to build your own labs. So let's go into this. So start page. I really like this search engine. I'm telling you, the world's most private search engine. So probably if you want to, you can use Google, but me, I do like start page. So you need VirtualBox to be installed on your computer. So what is exactly VirtualBox? VirtualBox, it's a tool which helps you make your computer acting like 2 computers, 4 computers, even 5 computers, depending on how many the operating system you want to add in your VirtualBox. So, for example, me, I have a MacBook or I have a Lenovo, so I can install a VirtualBox in it, and then after that, I can install inside the VirtualBox whatever operating system I want. So just for testing or just for trying, just for practice, guys. So okay, let's go and type VirtualBox. So, and then first of all, we need to install it. Depending on your host system, I mean, host system means the main operating system which has on your computer. For example, me, I have Mac, so if I want to use a VirtualBox to be installed on my Mac, I would click here. If I have Windows operating system, I would click here, and so on for Linux version. After being downloading, so now you have to install it on the system. One thing so that you will not be forgetting is that after installing VirtualBox, you have to search how to install the VirtualBox extension. What it means exactly. So the extension of VirtualBox will help you to not only to work better with your VirtualBox machine, but it will add the guest VirtualBox. The guest VirtualBox, exactly when it is installed, it helps you to make your screen larger than it should be. Okay, so let's go into this. Me, I have already downloaded and installed it on my system. So let's see. It depends on you. You can download the latest version, or you can download the old version. So I have this kind of version. VirtualBox, about VirtualBox. Yeah, I have version 5 to 18. So yeah, but it depends on you. So you can install the latest version if you want. So after being installed on your system, now it's time to install or download first Kali Linux. So let's go and check it. Also Kali Linux. Kali Linux. So before pressing enter, what is what Kali Linux is? I can say is the operating system for pen tester. So a pen tester who doesn't know what is Kali Linux, or it's like, so what is that? So you have to know Kali Linux. So let's say that. So penetration testing, exactly what is it? So it's a kind of you want to penetrate or find the vulnerabilities in a website or in a network. So Kali Linux is here for you. So if you have this kind of thinking in your mind, so you want to hack someone or hack yourself, exactly. So this is what we are going to teach. Hack yourself, don't hack someone. After hacking yourself, you will know exactly how to protect yourself. By the sound of it, you will be able to protect the whole world. So in cybersecurity, so it's good to know how to hack. It's very good. Nothing wrong inside. Nothing wrong. You have to know how to hack. But the one thing inside is that if you hack someone or a system which you are not allowed to, so now it's a problem. So you have to hack, but hack yourself just in order to know how to protect yourself and how to help people. So, okay, let's go and check exactly what is Kali Linux. So, okay, let's click here. Well, okay, you see, our most advanced penetration testing distribution, exactly, Kali Linux is here for that. So you can go and try to download it. So it depends on your host operating system. So if you are on Linux, so you choose the version of Linux and blah blah blah. So you can, after being there, so you can download it and then import it to your VirtualBox machine. Yeah. Okay. You need to go there. A little bit. Okay. So yeah, after you have it downloaded in your system, so now it's the process of installation. So I'm gonna showing you how to make it. It's very simple, guys. You just click here. So okay, and then you click new. So okay, let's say Dual Kali, and then you click the version. So what kind of version I need? I need Debian. So Debian 64. So you click next, and again next, next, and click continue. So I would suggest you guys to put your operating system at least 25 or 30, something like that. It will be better for you to have enough place on your Kali system, because you're gonna try it a lot and then you're gonna use it a lot. Yeah, and then create. So as I have my Kali already installed here on my system, so this, it's just for demonstration. I don't need it, but just for the sake of demonstration. Well, so okay, now I have to go to the settings, details, and click on general just to build it. Advanced, what is it? Okay, so I have to put it bidirectional. So, and then what's that? What here? Okay, nothing. So yes, guys, you have to know how to click and then click on everything just to see what kind of properties do you need. Storage. Yeah, here it's empty, so you have to import the ISO you have downloaded. So this is how it comes. Me, I have it already installed, downloaded on my computer. So you click here and then you choose the ISO you want. Me, I have this. I would click it here like that. So now it's importing, and then after I would just click here, okay. But before clicking to OK, so I have to make a few changes about my properties. So just in order to make my VirtualBox in my Kali machine works very well. So I go to audio, nothing special. So go to network. Yep. So if you are on a LAN network, I mean local area network with cable, so you have to know which kind of things you use. For example, it's better if you want your Kali to have the same network as your host operating system. By the sound of it, if you want your Kali to be on the same network as your host operating system, it's better to use bridged adapter. So now you can try your Wi-Fi. Here it's my Wi-Fi, so it's okay now. Adapter one, okay, it's not important anymore. And then let's go through them all. So serial port, it's not that important. So okay, here you can face some problem while you are on Wi-Fi cracking, and then it works better if you choose USB 3, because USB 3 has much more expansion than USB 2, so it has more capacity and more qualities. It helps you a lot with more properties, so it's better so to choose these things. And then shell folder, nothing special. So, and then after all, you have to click OK. But me, since I have it already installed on my system, so it's just for the sake of the demonstration, I don't need it here. So I click cancel, and then I click here for deleting. I click here remove, then delete all files because I don't need it here. So I have it already installed on my system. So this is the process. Very cool, guy, I'm telling you. Very cool. So now in the next video, we are going to show you how to install Kali Linux, exactly how to make the system work. So thank you and stay tuned. Hello everybody, welcome to my advanced ethical hacking networking penetration. Welcome again to our advanced ethical hacking. Today, guys, so we are going to talk about brain vulnerable labs operating system, enumeration and exploitation. So what is it? So we're gonna show you exactly where to download the software, as we already provide you this link. So okay, let's go straight forward in this. Okay, we will find it. Where it is? Okay, brain. Okay, here in this link, so you can download it, and then you will have to download two operating system, the Pawn Lab and the brain. So you will use the Pawn Lab after, so it's good for you if you have it. Okay, so we copy, and we can minimize it and go to a particular web browser, then we paste it here, download it. Me, I have already downloaded on my system, so if in case you don't have it downloaded yet, so you can try to make it like that. Okay, and then you're just gonna wait till it loads. Just a moment. Okay. Just for the demonstration, I'm not gonna download it because I have it already on my system. Okay, here you will download it. As I said earlier, so you will find two vulnerable operating systems, the PwnLab one and then the brain pain. Okay, so let's close this tab, or we can minimize it. So now let's go to a folder. When you have it download on your system, now you go to your directory where it is downloaded and then you double click. It is OVA extension. What does that mean? You don't need to go to VirtualBox and then step by step you create a new add gigabyte, add properties. You don't have to do that. Only one thing you have to do is double click. So we double click it and then we go now. It will import automatically to VirtualBox. So now, so if you want, you can make some changes. For example, you can change the name like John Brain Pain. So we leave it like that, and then after we can make some few changes after that. Now it is going to be imported in our VirtualBox machine. So let's wait a moment. All right, so we have it. What next? The next thing first, be aware that your Kali machine version should be configured exactly as the one that you are trying. I mean, the vulnerable operating system that you're gonna try to exploit and enumerate. What I say by that? So let's check for a little bit. Kali Linux machine details. So go to general. So advanced, disabled. Okay, it doesn't matter to us. What does matter to us is network. Well, we are on bridge network in EN0 Wi-Fi port. Make sure that your vulnerable brain pain operating system, it will be exactly configured the same way as here in Kali Linux machine. So that's it, guys. So now let's go to brain pain. Where is it? Vision brain pain. General. Okay. We still at default. We don't need to disable it, but if you want, you can put it as bidirectional. So yeah, and drag and drop as well. That's it. Okay, now we go to storage. We have it already. We don't need anything else because we are not gonna import ISO file here. We don't even need to go there. So network, bridge adapter EN0. That is good because that's what we need. Well, here it's nothing. Okay, port, yeah, so if we want we can put it on the tree too, but it doesn't matter because we are not gonna work with it and then we're just gonna hack it and exploit it. So yeah, we don't even need this thing, so we click cancel. But if you want it, you can click OK, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, okay, so now let's start it. We are waiting a little bit, a moment. We start the operating system and we wait till it loads. Okay, still working. Have a little bit patience. Okay. Meanwhile, we can go and try to launch Kali Linux machine as well. So let's do it so that we don't waste time. Kali Linux. Enter. Okay, I think it's one in here. No. We still have to wait. Now, okay, we can press here. All right, so now if you try to click inside of this operating system, your mouse can be frozen, but don't worry. If you're on a MacBook, so you just press left command and then you will get your mouse back. Left command and yeah, and then I will try again. I click, I don't see anything, so I just can type, but it's still nothing. So I press command again, so I get my mouse back. Exactly. So well, okay, so Kali Linux is launching. So root and your password. So let's go. Let's wait. Okay, so now we have both operating system launch, or Kali machine, or brain pan, and then the host machine, of course. So we are on a MacBook. So okay, okay. Now what we have to do? We have to find a way to get the IP address of the vulnerable machine. And how can we see that? Yes, of course, we're gonna show you. And then bear in mind, when you want to hack something, or when you want to scan something, or when you want to exploit some information from a system, you always have to check and use your brain. As if you get to any page, try in such a way to get the source code, to view the source code, because it's very needed. Something can be hidden on PHP file or something like that. So to get as much as information that you need, of course, probably you will not find all the information, but the necessary information which will help you for your task. So you have to always try to view the source code no matter what. Okay, now let's see how we can check the IP address of that machine. We go on terminal here and we click. Okay, now first thing first, we have to type this net discover -e and then your interface. My interface is ETH0. How can I get it? So I'm gonna show you how you can get it. So we showed it already in the previous lab, but if you forget it, but I think you will not forget it, just for the sake of this video. So we will try again. You type this IW config and then you press enter. Yeah, so no wireless extension. That means my router wireless is not connected yet because I don't use it now. I don't need it either for this demonstration, but when we get to the Wi-Fi, we will need it, and it's so important, guys. I'm telling you, you will see. Okay, now let's go back and then we type net discover minus interface, and my interface is ETJ. And then we press enter, and then we're gonna wait. Okay, so here we got a lot of IP address of computers which are in my vicinities. So okay, we can try to find all by reading this one, this computer, I don't know. Okay, this is it. So now we can press Control C so that we stop it. Control C. Okay. Now, what we can try to do, so since we have the IP address of it, so we can try to go to a web browser and then type the IP address. But one thing, we can't really find, we will not find so good information, and we will not be able to connect because we don't know yet on which port that the server machine is running. So to find the port address, so you have to nmap it. I mean, you scan it. So let's do it now. We'll type this command and have to click here nmap -a, that means all, and then the IP address will pass Control Shift plus V, or we will just have this like that, and then we press enter. By pressing enter, so it will scan it. But if we want to find much more information or to make it more efficient, we type P and then we press enter. So let's press it, enter. Starting nmap. So we have the version 7.60. It's the latest version. So okay, let's do it. Let's try it. Let's wait. Let's wait a moment till the scanning is complete. Okay, good. So now we have to read what it gives us. Okay, let's check it out. And shown. Okay, we have 99999 port which is open, TCP port which is open. So good. So how much closed? Say 65,000 something are closed. Okay, never mind. It's not important to us. Let's go down to find more port numbers. 10,000 TCP open. Okay, here this is the server on which the operating system brain pain is running. So now we have it, it's 10,000. Now we can just go to Firefox and then type the address, IP address, we type the IP address. Okay, we're gonna wait. Okay. And then we paste it here. Report number was 10,000. If you want, we can try it out again, just quickly. Okay, we're gonna wait. Yeah, so as we remember, so we can go up a little bit, where it is. Sample HTTP server, exactly. So now we're gonna go to Firefox, and then we paste and go. And then before that, we have to type yeah, I forget that, never mind. Okay, here we are. So now, since we get here, what we can do, we can check for some information to read it. It looks like a page, not so much of information, but the best thing first, guys, you have to read and then try to figure out something. And okay, so yeah, so we can right click, then view page source. Okay, well, so nothing's important here, nothing. So we can just close the page, and then we will try now to find if we can find some more directories. And how can we do that? You can type, so the address, of course, let's say Control V, and then you type here editor, then any directory, but you don't know them, how to look for them. Using Derby is a terminal tool, so that it helps us to scan website or IP address of some vulnerable operating system, and then server and then we try to scan it to find if we could find some directories. So let's go back to our terminal and then go like that, and okay, now we will type the Derby, and then we will press enter. Okay, so we type derb and http / the IP address of the machine. It was, I can't remember, so let's pass it. Yeah, and then the port where the server is running. So it was 10,000. 1 2 3 1 2 3 4, and then so we press enter. Well, it is testing, scanning the URL. We are going to it. We are going to wait. Okay. Now, what we're gonna do, since we get the information, some more information while scanning the URL, so we can read it. Okay, let's see. It just give us the URL base. Okay, of course. Scanning the website. Okay, this is a directory. So we will just copy it and pass it into our web browser. So since I have it here already, so I can just type in and press enter. Oh, excellent. Well, now we got more information. This is a brainpan.x. So we can try to download it, but bear in mind that this course will teach you how to make some exploitation. But in some other websites which you don't own, this might be a virus, so you have to be careful too. Okay, but here, so I know it's not gonna affect us, so we can try to download it. We download it, and then we save it like that. Okay, so now we should go to our download directory. Okay, what we're gonna do with it? We have, okay, minimize them, minimize, minimize. Okay, here we will open this page with immunity debugger. So if you have it installed on your Kali Linux, that's great. But if you don't have it installed and you have it installed on your Windows machine, it's not a problem. You can use as well body debugger. So it will help you to analyze the scene behind the X file extension. So let's not waste our time. Let's go deeply to it. Okay, we double click it. Double click it. Okay. 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 Now let's go to our Windows machine to see. This is our Win machine, Win pan. Windows. Okay, so we have immunity now. As I said earlier, guys. So we have immunity on Kali Linux machine, and then we have it on Windows as well, because so we just downloaded just to make sure, so we have it on both sides if we want to hack Windows. Okay, so now we can try to find its IP address by typing ipconfig 166. So we can try again by running this command, AO up, and then just for a quick view, 666. What is this one? Okay, so I can stop it now. Control C, stop. This is what is exactly, yeah. So Oboin pan is this one. Okay, doesn't change. So well, okay, now let's try to open a new terminal. New terminal for typing. Okay, now we're gonna find. Okay, do we have it here? Let's see. CD download. No, CD. Okay, now so we can try to, because we to change the color. Try to change the color. We can put it white on black. White on black. Where is it? White on black. Okay, so we can stop. Close it now. So okay, now let's go and jump to our Kali Linux machine. All right, so we're gonna try it. First thing first, so we can try the net discover, so to find the IP address of our Windows machine. Bear in mind, guys, if you take your computer and then you move from a place to another place, your IP network might get changed. So always when you are working on Kali Linux and with another lab, you have to save your version. For example, if you want to leave your Kali Linux for 5 minutes, save it and close it while you save the state, and then do the same for other labs. Otherwise, when you start again in another place, for example in your school or at home, the IP that you saved will be of course changed. It's not a problem, but you have to remember that, because sometimes you can rewound the victim IP on your Kali machine and then it's not working. The reason behind that is because the IP get changed. It doesn't mean that you had a mistake, but that IP get changed. Always bear in mind. Okay, thank you. So let's go further. So as we did earlier, okay, so we can find it here. Okay, yeah, now let's run and map against the Windows. So okay, so let's check the port number. We see TCP open address is 99999. Okay, so we do need some simple Python. So here are them. I will provide them, of course, in the resources of this course. Okay, let's go and open one for the analysis. Okay, So what it really does, so it's an 100 characters, and then the maximum buffer is 4,000. Is the maximum when it will be crashed, when the brain pin will crash. Let's read again much more. So this is the code while len buffer is less or equal than maximum buffer, and then buffer append counter and counter plus increment. So okay, let's go down. Okay, this is the connection. All right, it's okay. Let's go. So that's it. Okay, so now let's go for the test. Okay, of course, for running any Python file, so we have to type Python and then the file and the IP address of your Windows machine, and then the port number. So let's see. Okay. Okay. Attempting to crash weapon at 900. Okay. So let's go to now Immunity Debugger. Okay. Let's analyze the register. Let's analyze the register. Alright. We can check it. Okay. As we can see, so the register we have EAX. It is composed of 8 characters, FFF. So here, this part is all about 8 characters. If you can see, 311711F, 8 characters. Okay, so before going into the depth, so let's go back again to our Kali Linux machine. Okay, now we are there. So okay, the first step is, so we are trying to locate where we got a pattern. Okay, so okay, we have to type become pattern create. All right, okay, so we find it, so we copy it, and then so we go here. So we need 900 bytes to crash so the point pan. So as we have seen in the file code. Okay, now let's wait. All right. So we copy this pattern in. Okay, let's try to open point pan one in the text editor, or you can open it in GEDIT, Gedit tools as well. Okay. Okay, so we have to analyze it, and then we can change the IP address, of course, but okay, you will change it according to yours. Okay, this was already crashed, so we can close it, and then we start it. Open it again, and then we need to play it. Click on or play, yeah, and then now let's go back again to Kali Linux machine. Okay, so again, let's run the script Python. So as we didn't do it before. Okay, so the IP address of your target machine, where you open your debugger, your immediate debugger. You see? Okay. All right. So let's go. Let's go to EIP. Where it is? EIP. Okay. Okay. Yeah. And copy it. 3572. Okay. So next steps is going back to our Kali machine. Okay. And try to locate pattern offset. Alright, and unit default path, and then -q for the query, and then our EIP number, as we have seen earlier in our immunity debugger. Exact match. Okay, what does it mean? So let's check it. Its number is 524. Okay. Okay, so let's take a look at another file. What's that? Within. So okay. We can change it. Okay. We analyzed it, guys, so to see we have to find to override that that EIP is saying in our immunity debugger. We have to find two. So let's run again this file against this. Now again we load it. Again went back. Click one. And then okay, let's launch the file against it. Okay. Okay, completed. Great. Our EIP now is 42424242. Alright, so what we can do, so, okay, let's go again to analyze it. Okay, and then we have to restart it. Okay. Okay. Play again. Okay. Let's again check all our another file. What is within there? What it really does, it sends all character to a Windows character till to 999. Again, we type the same command to launch it against it, to launch this file against Windows, of course, yeah. Now let's go back there to see if any bad character is launched against it. We're gonna check it. Look at the bottom. Okay. Let's see if all characters that we have sent were on the list. 0403. Okay. Let's see. Okay. F is the last one. Okay. Okay. So let's move on. We have to find the jump code of it. Jump, I mean the JMP. So okay, let's go back again to Kali machine. Then we have to use a shell script, and then let's try it. Nums a shell is the shell that we need, and then we locate it, show, and then after we copy it and we run it, jump ESP. Alright, here it is. So FFE4 is the ESP, and then we will try again to go back to our immunity debugger of the Windows machine. Okay, let's go below that one, insert it, type Molnar. Okay, now we type it. Okay, N X. Okay, it will locate the GMP address for BrainPen. Okay, found a total of 1 pointers. Alright. So this is the address we're going to use, and we copy it. Copy to a clipboard. Okay. Address, yeah. Okay. So let's examine. Alright, wait then. Open it. Wait then. Okay. So now it is started. So the listener is started. Okay. As we have stated earlier, MSF Venom is a payload, or it's a tool of Metasploit that can be used for creating virus or malware. So now we're gonna use it. All these comment guys, they are going to be provided in the resources file. So you type MSF Venom and -p, Windows shell, reverse TCP, and port. Of course, you can type any port and the host IP, the IP address of your Kelly machine, and we send the back characters. -b is the back character, x00, and then -f Python. So now, we copy it, all the buffer bad characters. Okay. Now we copy it, and so let's check it. The Python. So we can open it as you want. If you are familiar with V editor, so you can use V editor. If you are familiar with Gedit editor, so you can use Edit editor. It really doesn't matter, guys. Yeah. Okay. So let's take a little bit in what it does and explode. Okay, the payload is set to 524 characters of these bad characters. Okay. And the calculation. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So that's all we need here to have the reverse shell. So let's try netcat. NETCAT. Okay. Netcat. So the IP of our target machine. And then boom, we got it. So now we get into the Windows server. Okay, and then try to go to some files to a Boeing VM machine. So let's open it again. Okay, now it's a Linux instead of Windows, so we may notice that. And we press enter, and then we copy the buffer again. Okay, and then open the fifth one and pay the payload here. Yeah. Now we have a new buffer, and save it and run it again. WinPan. Okay. So now we can try to open Metasploit. By using Metasploit, so we'll have a lot of options to do. So we type MSF console, of course, yeah, and then use multi and set the payload, set the host, and set the port. Or you can, and after everything, as I said earlier, you can always type show options, and then it will show you your port number, your IP, and then everything that you have typed, just to make sure that everything was well set up. Type 1 or exploit, it doesn't matter. So then the reverse TCP is started. Now on the WinPan, which we have saved in the VI tool, in the VI files before. Now it has launched. Let's make it bigger. Sending static page. Open it. Okay. Okay. So let's check the privileges. The privileges. CD would permission denied. Okay. Now it's our task to try to escalate it. All right. So yeah. Okay. Now, as we can notice, so we have a user which names is Puck. Okay, now let's go and type a command which will show us the files which have root privileges. Okay, okay, so fine. Okay, 4000 slash type F. Okay, let's go down. Let's see. I'm gonna go up a bit. All right. Well, so these are they. Okay. UEDD. Okay, that's nice. And this being validate again, it's interesting. And SSH as well. So let's go down. Okay. Okay. So you can try to go to that directory and then to see. All right. It's asking for input. Yeah. Okay. So by this we can try to escalate the privileges. No? Okay, let's try. So okay, we'll try it out. Okay. So by using netcat, so we are going to try it. Okay, and we are still on Kali. Okay. This port, of course, it's the port that you used. And then we type validate. Validate is the file name. Okay. And then go back to your terminal, your POC.pan terminal. And then use the IP address of Kali machine as the target machine. Yeah. And then you put the path of the validate. And then you press enter. So now let's go back to netcat. Okay, good. File validate. Okay, that's good. So now we can make some analysis. Okay, so let's make it executable. That file with some Python command. Now you're gonna force it. So okay, we can type validate $, bucket Python, say okay. All right. We can try it a bit. Okay, we can try now to press enter to see what happens. Okay, validating input passed. So that means now it doesn't crash. Now we are going to type again validate $, Python and C point, now H, and then we just put it like 200 segment fault. Okay. Okay. We can try now to run it and the debugger, so to find out how it works. We can use the same techniques for the pattern. Okay, now we're gonna locate it. Okay, we can wait till we get erase it, and then so now we can copy it. Okay, now we can type JDB validate. Okay, so now let's try to type 1 $sign and try to paste it here. So what we exactly, and then so press enter. Good. So this is the value now we're gonna use. See, we have to note it down. It's again 8 characters. Okay, copy it. Okay, so we can leave this terminal. Okay, and again try to locate the pattern offset. Okay, and then after you find the path, and then you copy it and paste it there with the Q. Minus Q is the Q. So let's see what happened. Exact match. So that's great. Okay, so now what we're gonna do, so we can try to go to GDB and validate again, to go to the shell, and then we copy and we paste this Python code. I will give it to you in the resource file, of course. Okay, we should see what is the EIP, what is its component of characters. So let's press enter and then good. All right, let's have a very good view about it. EAX. Okay, good. So now we have 200. The 200 is the maximum that the file crashed. Okay, so it's gonna be to C character. So however, EAX can be to instruct the shell code injection. So now let's see OGB dump to find what we need. It's similar to find GXB extension and debugger or immunity debugger, or if you want to use OD debugger, it's up to you guys, but it's better to use the same tools as we used here in this video. Okay, now to do that, we're gonna type obg dump -d validate and grep gmp and grep ex, and so press enter and to find if we find some result. No result. Now let's try for call, and then we press enter to see the result. All right, here we go. We have two call EAX. Okay, here are them. So let's use the first one to start. Just copy it. It's gonna be the address which we're gonna export. All right. So now we have to find the character which is not good. I mean the bad characters. Okay. So that we make a good analysis. So all these comments will be provided, of course, in our lectures, in our resource. So okay, we can again type gdb and validate to go to the shell, and then we're gonna run this command. It will send 168 characters, followed by 4 B characters here, and then send it. Okay, so let's run this command x/100 ex just to see the overlay and registers in our immunity debugger. All right. Yeah, starting from where? From 01010142. Okay, we can try to verify it. Okay. Okay, let's read it. Okay, now we're gonna try to load this payload using MSS Venom. Okay, excluding the bad characters. Those bad characters 0009, 08, 10, 20, and 46, which are in the format, which will be in the format of Python. So we press enter. So we have a buffer. Okay. Okay. Okay, now let's try to go back. Okay, to the POC terminal, and then pass this command. It sends the payload which we have just created using MS-Venom, and following by 46. Yeah, we have a payload of 70 bytes. Okay, following by call EAX. So now let's press enter. Okay, now we have a shell. Let's have a look. Let's use this. We are still as a POC user. Okay. And NNC group. Alright, so let's go to home to see some file. Let's try to find some directory as it says before. NNC we have. So okay. And type ls after okay, nothing. NNC util. Okay, so let's see if there are some kind of privileges or permissions or something like that by typing sudo -l. Alright. Okay, root, no password. We can use it without using a password. Okay, interesting. Okay. Okay. Let's copy B and see it here. Okay. Now we can type sudo command home and just to find and to see the directory what we got. If we will be as root, we will see okay. Now we have escalated it. We are here now as root, not as POC. Okay. Okay, that's great. Okay, guys. So okay, now okay, you can check it here. Pause. So okay, by being here now, we can find to read anything, any file, just using cat or okay. Cat is a very good command that is a very good tool that we use for reading files inside a terminal, but it's up to you. You can directly go to the path and then try to open your with notepad or with vi command. It's up to you guys. So now let's check if we can read something. Okay, voila. So that's all for this lecture, guys. We really think that this video was informative for you all, so that we are looking forward to see you in the next video for another exploitation of a new vulnerable operating system. Thank you. This lab will focus much more on enumeration and exploitation of WordPress trunking. Okay, so let's go into it. First of all, you can go to Google or go to this page and type trunking. Okay, we have it already here. So press enter, and then we go down then we choose. So here guys, you have a lot of options, so it depends on your work. So you have a lamp stack, you have file server, you have open VPN, you have own cloud, you know, you have many things. Let me see if we have, if you have Joomla, you have Postgres. Oh nice, you have Joomla. Yeah, you have Joomla. You have a lot of lab, you can practice yourself. Okay, but here, so we're gonna choose this one, so WordPress, and then you click here to download it. So after the download is complete, now what you have to do is go and install it into VirtualBox machine. So okay, we're gonna wait a moment. It will take us this hour, but it's not true, so we're gonna wait a little bit. Okay, meanwhile all right, now assuming that you have already downloaded your file and then you have it on your computer, now it's time to install it and configure it into VirtualBox machine. So let's go and open the VirtualBox. So now we're gonna create a new, let's say it will be turnkey turnkey Linux, of course, Turbo Linux. Yeah, no. I can take it as Debian, and continue. Okay, continue. Create, continue. Dynamically allocated, continue. Oh, we will give it 8 GB. Continue. Create. All right. So let's make few configurations. Let's go to general, then turnkey advanced, description, nothing. Okay, system. Okay, we'll let it as default. Display as default. Storage empty. Okay, now we're gonna choose our file that we have downloaded. This one, turnkey. Now it's there. It is there. Network. We will put it exactly as we have our Kali Linux machine configured. Bridge adapter. Okay, now we are online, so we click OK, and then now we can start it. Start. You can install to hard disk. Press enter. Okay, then use the entire disk. Yeah. Okay. Why the changes to this configuration? Let's make it no. Okay, let's make it yes. Okay. We're gonna wait. Right, amount of volume group to use for various person. Okay. Why the changes to this? Click yes. Yeah. We're gonna wait. Okay. It's quickly. So install the group. Yes. Okay. Would you like to restart? Yeah, of course I would like to restart it. Okay. So this is how the process is working, guys. So nothing as difficult. So now you're gonna press enter to start because it is a Linux based machine. We are going to wait just a little bit. It's time now to enter your credentials. Please enter new password. Okay, so we can type the password like anything, so it really doesn't matter. So now you type your password, and then after typing your password, what you have to do, you have to retype it again. But be careful, you have to read, because here in this part we have some requirements. The requirements is that the password must be 8 characters long and stuff like that. So let's start it. Let's put something like blah blah blah, and then we press enter, press tab, and then okay. Confirm password again. We type it, and then how to type. Okay, and then press tab to go to OK. Press enter. Now please enter new password for the MySQL admin URL. Okay, so for the MySQL, what we're gonna enter is something so similar so that we don't forget. Blah, and then the same thing, and then press enter. I have to confirm it, and then the same thing. Then tab, go to OK. Now it's on OK. It's okay. Enter new password for the WordPress admin. So we can try to type the same password as we type for MySQL, or you can type anything. But me, I will not make it so complicated. And then wait a moment, like this. So I will type the same password, and then go to enter. Okay, confirm it. Go to OK and press enter. Okay, please enter an email address for the admin. It's not important. You can go to apply and click apply. So turnkey and migration save. We can skip it. It's not important either. It's not really important. Okay, so we can go to apply and skip. Press enter. Enable local system notification would to be forwarded to your background inbox notification. It's not important. We can skip it. Skip. Enter. To skip or to click, you just press tab, guys, and then this can take a few minutes. You need to be online. Okay, so we're not gonna skip it. Now we can just press enter because it is on install. We press enter, and then now we're gonna wait. We will wait till it will finish. Okay, so now it will give you a page like that, so you can not write them down or you can screenshot it. Now okay, we can click back. Okay, because we already finished it. Mail rebooting, region proxy settings. Okay, region system settings, we would shut down, great. Okay, so now we can just click on reboot the system. Reboot the appliance. Yeah. Okay. So okay, we press enter. Okay, so again we're gonna wait. All right, so now after rebooting your system, so it might be again open the same advanced tab for options. So what you have to do, you have to now don't click on reboot, just click on quit so that you have this page appear. Okay, now everything is done. It's the time now for hacking phase. Let's go and start up our Kali Linux machine. Okay, so go here, Kali machine, and click start, and then we're gonna wait. Okay, now since you have your Kali Linux machine opened, now what you have to do, you have to be able to detect on which IP address is running turnkey machine. So how we can find it? We can just type again as usual net discover command to find it. So but it has to be one. You should not close it. Okay, we are now on Kali Linux machine, so let's go. Okay, so it's open, so it's not a problem. Now let's go back to our Kali machine. Let's go back here. Okay, and then what we have to type is net discover, and then press tab to see it, and minus I ATH0. This is my interface, guys. If you want to know your interface, what you have to do is by typing IW config, and then you press enter. If you want me to show you, so let's have a quick view. Okay, like that, and then you press enter. You see, now I see mine, so mine is running on ETH0 interface. So now I can type net discover and tab, press tab, minus my interface is ETH0, and then I press enter so that I can get the IP address machine. I have to pause so that I know it. Let's wait a moment. Let's wait. Still scanning. Okay, but we know the reason. We have to make sure that our Kali Linux configuration network is configured on the same internet. I mean, if our turnkey machine is on Wi-Fi or is on LAN, so our Kali Linux must be exactly on the same as well, as we said earlier. So let's check it because it cannot be so long like that. Okay, and so we can cancel it. Press Ctrl C to cancel the process, and then let's try it here. We see it's on Wi-Fi adapter, so it shouldn't be, it should be here. Okay, so let's check our turnkey again. Yeah, exactly. So now we can rerun it. Okay, so we can press R1 and then press enter. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Now absolutely, so we have it. So this is it. This is this one. Okay, so by the way, you can stop the scan process and then press Ctrl C and then go back here. And so yeah, okay, what we have to do now is we have to ping the IP address of our turnkey machine. So let's ping it so that we can check if the internet is working there. Okay, ping, and then we go to it, this one, copy, we double click on it and then we copy, and then we paste it here, paste, and then we press enter. Okay, if we see something like that, that means internet is working there. Great, so press Ctrl C to stop it. Okay, so now what we have to do is by going to your web browser, either Google Chrome or Firefox or any other else that you have on your Kali machine, and then you copy and paste the IP address of your victim machine there, and then you click paste and go so that you see the information. Okay, welcome. Okay, this is the page that you're gonna see. Now, as you have already set your password while installing it, then you can try to log in as admin, so that I hope you really remember your password that you have put. Okay, there, admin, so we can type the username as admin, and then the password is like that, and then you press enter, so that we get into the dashboard. Okay, now we get into the dashboard. Now, what we have to do, we are here in the hacking phase. So you go on your terminal, or you can open a new one, but you can still work on this one. And then what you have to type, you have to scan the website, I mean the IP address of the victim machine, because since we know that it is a WordPress blog, so we're gonna try to force scan it. So let's type it. pw scan. It's the tool from Kali Linux, which is exactly for WordPress. Then we type this, and then we passed the code. We passed the IP address. The IP address is this, and then we press enter. Okay, cannot find such file. Okay, well, let's clear it. If you face some problems, some errors while typing wp scan, so don't uninstall anything, don't purge anything, just use this command I'm gonna provide you now. First thing first, you're gonna type this command. Let's say aptitude apt get install ruby -dev. This one, this one, and then you press enter. And then the second one, to fix that problem, you have to install FFI platform equal ruby. This one, FFI 2- platform equal ruby. And then the third one, to fix it, is you have to install YAL ruby. Is this one? No, this one. Epsilon AJL -ruby. And then The next one is you have to install some dependencies. libxslt dev libxml2, and then you press enter after every command. Then the last step is you have to install nogogiri 2-space 2-use -system -libraries, and then you press enter. Now when you type this, you have to see it works now. Voila, here we are. Okay, now we can go back to autopic. Autopic is that we have to scan the IP of the victim machine by typing this one http this one and this 166, and then you press enter. Okay, let's say yes. Okay, now the database is updated. Okay, and the scanning is started. Great. All right, as you can see, we grab a lot of information, a lot of information. You can go a little bit above and then try to see to read it. Sometimes you will see so many information here. So we see that the strong plugin behavior XSS attack. Interesting. CGI bin. Again, interesting. In the next lesson, so we're gonna explain them exactly how they are. Now, if you want to know how many user account that this WordPress has, you can type again this command. You press Ctrl+R, you press arrow up, and then we modify it like that. Modify it like -, URL, and then we go like that, and then enumerate, and then you press enter, and then it will start the scan. Now what you have to do is just wait. Exactly, we have one login. So now if you want to crack it, you can do it via your dictionary file, or you can find a file from Kali Linux machine. Kali Linux has built with a lot of dictionary file which you can use to crack for brute forcing attack. Okay, so let's go there. Let's go there. Word list, come on, word list, and then would use USL document. Let's put word list and then USL. Okay, and then word list, share first and then now word list. Okay, first track, we can try this one, and then now the first track is a dictionary file, and then we compare it. We forget the IP machine. This one plus 166. So yeah, okay, we have to put this. Okay, now we can press enter so that we crack it, and this, what it's gonna do, it will compare our dictionary file against the IP machine that we have as target. Okay, so this scan is running. Let's wait. Okay, it finds it. Let's wait. We are still waiting. So it might take some time, because as you can see here, it is brute forcing the name admin. Okay, it is brute forcing it. Okay, so now let's try to summarize it. Okay, let's go there. As we can see, the password is blank, it's empty. So that means when we have that username login admin and the name admin -turnkey, they don't use password. So obviously you can try it with how many dictionary files you have, how many dictionary files you have, and then you'll find the same result. So that's it for today, guys. But before ending everything, by the way, so while you start your turnkey machine, it might come with a terminal like that, WordPress login. What you have to type is you have to type the root as the WordPress, and then you press enter, and then you have now to put the password while installing, while configuring your turnkey machine. We type it's like blah blah and this, and then we press enter. Here we are. Now we log in as root, our WordPress. So I hope you really enjoy this video, and then we are looking forward to see you guys in the next video. Hello everybody, welcome to my advanced ethical hacking networking. This lab will cover the enumeration and exploitation of the vulnerable PenTesting operating system virtual machine. Okay, so let's get into it. First of all, you have to download it and install it to your VirtualBox machine. So go to your files in resources, and then in here, so you're gonna copy this link, right click, copy, or Control C or Command C if you are on a Mac, and then go there, you paste it here, and then you press enter. All right, and then now you have to click on download. Since you download it, it will be on your machine. So now the next step is to import it to your VirtualBox. We are not going to download it because we have it already downloaded on our machine. So let's go there. Okay, here is the file. Begin here. Okay, here you have to double click. So now you can change the name. So let's say, for example, I call it Jean Derp PenTesting. Okay, and then let's see if we can change again. Okay, it's okay, and then you just click on import. It might take a few seconds. Just wait a little bit. A little bit. It's more than half. Okay, so we can wait. Okay, as we said earlier, so we have to always try to get the IP of your victim. It is the first target that we have, because if we can get the IP address of a victim, so we can have a lot of information, not only the IP address of course, but we will scan the IP address. We can use Nmap, Zenmap, Nikto, Derb, you know, a lot of stuff that are there. So you can use it. Okay, so now it's okay. We can try to go there and then try to make few changes again. Go to your general, advanced, nothing is there. Description, nothing. Okay, system, everything is okay. Not in the word, everything is okay. Not in the word part. Okay. Storage, okay. Audio, good. Network. Now, the first thing you have to do, because you as an attacker, you're going to use the attacker machine Kali Linux. So your Kali Linux must be set up exactly on the same thing as bridge adapter network. Guys, by the sound of it, so probably you will ask me, so and then how my victim will know that I'm on which network adapter? No, we said that because we are going to work as an attacker as well as a victim, because we use the same machine, so that's why we use VirtualBox machine. So it doesn't matter if your victim really doesn't use the same network. It doesn't matter. We use it because we use the same host machine for both of them. By the sound of it, if we check something here as widget adapter, and then our Kali Linux version machine must be on the same widget network. But let's say that I have another computer, Lenovo or Acer. So if my victim operating system is on another machine, I don't mind. But one thing is that be aware that you are on the same network. What I mean by the same network, I mean if you are on LAN, LAN, local area network, and then your victim machine, make sure that they have a cable as LAN connected, or if you are on Wi-Fi, just make sure that probably your victim use Wi-Fi, and that's set. That's enough. They don't need to be on bridge, on internal network, or something like that. No, you don't need it. Just for the sake of this practical lab, we use VirtualBox machine, so we use the same network adapter for them. Okay, so that's it. So let's click on OK. Oh, before clicking on OK, we can go here. Nothing. Or we can go try to get it. USB. Okay, it's on one, so never mind. Okay. Now we can click on OK. Now make sure that your Kali Linux is on Wi-Fi bridge adapter. Yes, it is. So we see it, but if you want to make sure, so we are there. All right. So now what you have to do is to start your Kali Linux machine and then start your derp machine. So we're gonna wait a moment till it loads. Okay, we're gonna wait. So, all right, so now we are there, and then we don't know which username we have to put because we don't have anything. So this is exactly the task that we are going to undertake, so that we can hack it, and then so that we can have the full access to get a username and password, of course. Okay, now let's go and start our Kali machine. Okay. So this, so we can minimize it then. All right. Now we can enter our credentials. Root, we are there as root, and then type our password, and then we're gonna wait. It shouldn't take so long. All right, we are there. So now what we have to do, we have to find a way to get the IP address. It's our first task that we have to do. So we can change the color to green. Okay, so let it like that. Okay, we have to determine first our interface, the Kali machine interface, so that we know. Okay, so we start iw-config, and then press enter. Okay, so we have it on ETH0. So now we can try to discover it, and discover tab, and then -e, and then so that we press enter so that we get the IP address. Okay, and then press enter. Now we are going to scan it with nmap, and then -a after -a, and press enter. Okay, now we're gonna wait. Okay, so now we can try to see how many services that are open. So FTP is open, SSH is open. Okay, good, and AT is open. It is Apache or server. Okay, now let's go and try the browser. Type the IP address. Okay, this is how it looks like. Always remember, guys, as I said earlier in the previous videos, so you have to check the source code always. always as an attacker, because sometimes files or text can be hidden there. Okay, now let's try to open it in another tab. This is some information. You see, you got it? So you can leave it here or save it to a file, Here we have a flag again. So let's copy it and paste it somewhere just to remember it after. Okay. So we're going to minimize it, and then we are going now to a terminal. Okay, make it bigger. Now we type derby, the IP address of PenTesting, and then we press enter. Derby helps us to find more directories into web link. Okay, so we find a lot. Okay, so remember what we have found earlier in the text file, and then okay, this is how we get it. Okay, we copy that. Went under the terminal. Okay, now you can open it in the text editor or get it. It doesn't matter. Okay, and pass there the derp string local what you have copied before in your Firefox. Okay. Now let's see if we can get access to it. So by opening our web browser, and then we pass it. Okay, great. So okay, so now we can again try to see the viewer source code. Okay, scroll your mouse down. Try to find what kind of information you got there. Okay, we have WordPress 469. That's nice. Okay, since we get this information, that means we already know what kind of tool we have to use to scan the website. Okay, so we open a new terminal. So now it's time to use the WordPress tool in Kali Linux to scan the website. And weblog local, you have to enumerate the users, you, and plugin as P. Press enter, and then we're gonna wait just a few moments. Okay, good. So now we can just read the information, and then we have our task is always try to find the reverse shell, so that we get to the system terminal or CMD, something like that. Yeah, we have to try to boost force everything. We have admin as a user, unclear stinky as another one. Okay. So we can try to create another file which has admin inside it. Okay, and then we put it in there, and then we will still use the WP scan just to scan it again. Now with the URL, you're gonna type the URL HTTP, so the one that you have found earlier, local, and then weblog, and then /password. User, try to go to your list. Kali Linux machine has come with many dictionary files, so you can choose whatever what you want. For this tutorial, so we use fast track, and minus username admin. So username names admin minus t 25. So now I'm gonna press enter. Okay. Now we can just read what kind of information are there. Okay. So we go. So we're gonna download it. Everything will be provided, guys, in the resource file. Save it. Now we're gonna go to the download directory to extract it. Okay. It's okay. Now we can go there. Go to the open up a terminal. Okay, let's go to the directory. So now we're gonna use the PHP reverse shell.php file, and we're gonna open it in the editor. Now you can analyze it. There, you have to change the IP address of the Kali Linux machine, and then the port you can leave it as default or you can change it. It depends on you. Save it and close it. Now we're gonna try to go to Firefox. Okay, and try to duplicate the tab if it's possible. Okay. So now we're gonna try to log in and then put the password. Admin. Oh, nice. Now we have to modify something. We have to use it in caution. Okay. Open up a new terminal and try to find PG. So we got to listen the communication. Okay, so that's why we use netcat. Okay, let's pause it. Click on selection. Okay. All right. Good. Okay. Good. Now we Python it. So this code we use it a lot. And try to erase it. Okay. So now we can type password and then try to find HTML. cd var HTML. Okay. Now let's try to go where our WordPress is installed. Okay, so it's there. Got it. Now we have a lot of PHP files. Try to open it so that we find some credential. All right, good. Okay, so you see, we have many information. This is very required for us. Okay, let's go down. And okay, so let's go back to see what was in our terminal of Derby. Okay, so this page seems interesting to us because it's the database files. So it's the database path. Okay, so now what we can do, we can try to insert, enter our credentials that we have found earlier in the terminal. You see, boom, we are there. So okay, now let's make some checks. Just try to click and click. Try to go to users, to database, any kind of information that you might find useful for you guys. Okay. We see some user paths. They look like hashed or encrypted. Okay, but it's probably hashed like MD5 SHA1 SHA-256. So what we're gonna do is try to copy it and then try to see if it is from MD5. We can just try it by trial and error. Okay. Now we can check it. Okay, so just copy that, copy it, and there exists a very well-known website, this one cockstation.net, and then copy and paste it that and paste it there and make sure that you are not a robot. And yeah, so click next, click on crack hashes. Okay, so we got it. Okay, highlight it or select it and then copy it. So we had many services which were opening. So in our nmap, let's try to go to FO to our FTP because it was open, and then let's try to go. Yeah, and then we're gonna try the password. Try the password. Okay, permission denied. Well, so now let's see to find if we can find some username here. Card 80 password. It's gonna show us the content of it. Okay, so let's see. We did the same thing as we did for previous video, guys. So the thing that you find before the .2.x is considered as being a username. And then now we go there and then try it again. Stinking in the password, but we have it already. Oh, boom, now we are. That's great. So let's try to analyze it. We have so many files, and for not so many, but a few. And then we open it again. Hey, I can't log into WordPress anymore. Can you look into it? So, okay. We can read the messages between Stink and Mr. Derp. Okay. Okay, so we can try it out. And now we go back and then try to click now on SSH. This is the private key that we get here. So you can have a note of it so that you don't forget in the future. So now we're gonna open up a terminal. We're gonna open up a terminal, and then so make a new file and then name it as whatever what you want. So pass it and then save it and leave. Okay, now you can try it. Try to SSH it and then IP key, the one that you get, and then press enter. Alright, so we are there as Sting. That's very good. Okay, so let's go here. Okay. So try to go to desktop to see if there are some files. Oh yeah, there are. So try to open it using cat or using gedit or vi. It depends on you. Okay. Then we see full permission denied. That means we are not there as root. We are there as Stinky. Okay. And then we have to find a way to escalate the privileges. Now try to locate the pickup, all pickup file extension. Try to locate them. So at this point, so you have some options that we can have TCP, which is there, or you can try to ship the files to Calenus, and or you can use Wireshark, or you can use TCP dump. It's up to you. But me, I like Wireshark a lot. But since it's a user interface, so and then now we are in a desktop terminal, so we can use TCP dump. So it doesn't matter. And then we just copy the path, and then pass it there. So this command tells the TCP not to translate the command, and then so that we can manage it smoothly. Okay, we can try to look after it. Just try it. Okay. Well, it's not so much information there. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna press R up, and then we will type -SR. So okay, we press it and then -SR, and then to see the result. So what we get, I keep pressing enter to find, and so that we get a look. Might be so big, this part. Okay. If you look at it, guys, one by one, it's not gonna be efficient at all. So I'm gonna try to close it. Press up and go back there. Now we are going to specify on which port it is and type grep. The password as well. Okay. So we can try it. Let's put 20 and then the color so that we can specify exactly, so that we don't get a lot of information that would be so horrible for us. Now it's better, so we color the password, guys. Wherever in this terminal there is a word pass, so we will get it in red. So that's really good tactic to be able to read content in a terminal. Okay, so this password is horrible. Dev. Okay, so okay, you can try to copy it, and then the user the login, Mr. Derp. We will see. Okay, so now we're gonna try to do something with the password. Now, before we continue into our terminal, we can check it. No, yeah, we can check it if it will work. Okay, because we have seen that the password is derp. It was 7 times, and then we can type the username. So we have seen it in the login part there, still in the terminal. Okay, now we're gonna type Mr. Derp, and then we press enter, and derp 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, and then we press enter. Here we go, guys. You see, so we find a way to enter the Ubuntu 14. That's very funny. Okay, so we don't need to upgrade now. It was just for the sake of this video. All right, so now we're gonna log out, and then we will continue with our task. Log out. Okay, so yeah, so let's go back. Now we type so Mr. Derp as a user, and then copy the password earlier, then now pass it here. Authentication failure, so this is a problem. Okay, we will try to find it. Okay, so now it's good. We don't have root privileges, so we have to escalate this privilege now. So okay, so let's try to type sudo -l and then the password. So now we are there as Mr. Derp. Okay, we are not there as Stinky anymore. Okay, so we can read it what it says. User Mr. Derp on the following comments on Derp Stink. Mr. Derp binaries. Derpy all the files with Derpy. Okay, with Derpy name. Okay, so now let's try to go to the path, to that path above. Okay, so we can try to create it. Okay, now we're gonna try to create a shell script, and then we put it in that folder, and then name it something like Derpy, so that it is exactly containing the word Derpy. Okay, so now we can go to home, to binaries directory, and then put this inside of it, derpysh, we call it like. Okay, now we have to execute it, the file. I mean, we will make it executable. Yeah. So now type sudo dot derpy.sh. Okay, all right, now we are there as root, so that's a good idea. And then now go to root directory to find, if you find some information, some files there, and then try to open it as usual using cat. You will see. All right, guys, so this is it. It's up to you guys. You can try to find it you can try to find all the files which are there by by moving a directory up or something like that, because now we are on the desktop folders, and then there is a file which named flag.txt, and then if you want to go to documents or to downloads folders, probably there are some files there, so you can try it by yourself so that you can perform this task. So that said, guys, I really hope that you enjoy the video with us. Thank you, and see you in the next video. Bye. In this lab, the scenario is gonna be focused on the Sky Tower enumeration and exploitation. Sky Tower is a vulnerable virtual machine so that we can try to extract, exploit, and then to enumerate some vulnerabilities inside so that we can get access into the system. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna first go to the link provided in the resource, and then you click on the, you search for Sky Tower, okay, Sky Tower, where is it? Sky Tower here, and then you copy this link, and you press Ctrl C, or you press Command C if you are on MacBook, and then you go here and you press Command V or Ctrl C, you press Enter so that you can download it. After being downloaded, so you will have to double click on the VBox file so that you import it into your VirtualBox. So after that, you will make some few configurations, and then yeah, so you have to double click it and start it. Okay, let's wait a little bit. Okay, so now you have to click on download. Me, I will not click because I have already downloaded on my folder. I can look for it, where it is. Okay, so now you have to double click it. So let's double click it. Okay, it's there. And so now we're gonna make some few configurations. We go to general, go to advanced. If you want, you can try to modify these things and to put it on host to guest to host, or any other. So it's not important for this lab. Nothing inside. Okay, display, everything is alright. Okay, empty. So it doesn't matter to us now to import anything because it's a VBox file. Well, now we're gonna set the network adapter exactly the same way as our Kali Linux machine is setting up. So before clicking on anything, let's press cancel and then go back to our Kali machine so that we can see the configuration, how it is set up. Go to network. Okay, it is enable network adapter on widget adapter on Wi-Fi. Okay, so now go back to our Sky Tower, and then we can go straight forward here, and then we're gonna modify it. Widget adapter, Wi-Fi port. Okay, now you can start it. By starting it, you will start, and then we can start at the same time our Kali machine. As you can see, the Sky Tower is a Linux-based machine. Okay, we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait. Okay, I think the Sky Tower is already okay. So we can put it here beside. Let's put it here. Now, so we can enter our credentials. Okay, but first thing first, I can minimize this. Okay, so it's wood, and the password is my password, of course. So we're gonna wait till it loads. Okay, so here we go. Here we go. But what we have to do, guys, is now we have to go to terminal and then try to find a way to get the IP address of the Sky Tower machine. So what we're gonna do, we have to type netdiscover ETH0. It's mine. So it is your, it's mine, how it, okay. Here you type IW config so that you can know exactly on which wireless extension you are. Okay, me, I'm on 80, so I can change the color, edit, preferences, make it black and white, value, black and white, okay, close. And then now we can type net discover, and then minus I, of course, and then you type your interface. Your interface is, my interface is ET0, and then you press enter. So this is how you're gonna make it. Okay, so yeah, we find the IP address, so you have to copy it and then try to scan it. The way you scan it, it's as usual, guys, nmap minus a, and then you pass it there. Okay, now what we have to look for is on which server that the vulnerable application is running. So as we see, Apache server is on port 80. That's interesting. And the SSH is on 22. So the proxy squared is on 3128. So you can go now to Firefox or Google Chrome. It depends on what browser is that you have. And then you pass it there along with the port. So as 80 is as default, so we can just press enter. Okay, voila. So now we get the, so we can try to put anything like test or like admin just to test it to see if it is injectable. All right, so we have a new pop-up. That means it is vulnerable to SQL injection. So we can go back again. Now try to inject some code. There is this lot of common injection. Just try to figure out the best thing. There is any war. That means the EWAR and password 11 myself. So it is filtered. So we have to find a way so that we can bypass the filter because it has some restriction. And now we're gonna try another one. This is all in logic mathematics. It sends a MySQL query, which is true. That means 8 is bigger than 7. And then we copy it and pass it in the password field. Boom. You see? Awesome. Awesome. Fantastic. Okay, now we can try to read it. What's there? The reminder of your contract and retirement fund, $2 that has been paid and blah 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 blah. For security reason, you must log into Sky Tower server via SSH. Okay, good. So you can open up a new terminal or go to the same terminal. From now, it doesn't matter because there is nothing is running. And then try to go to that path in the proxy list. You get to remove this. Add there now the IP address of Sky Tower of the victim machine, following of course by the port on which the server was running, not that 80, not that Apache server. And then save it and leave it. Now you can try to proxy chains SSH John that we have had, add, and then the IP address of your target machine, I mean the Sky Tower vulnerable lab, and then yes, so that you can get into this, and then copy that password finding there and then pass it here. Now we have something, we can try to read it. Permitted by application law, no, all right, okay. Okay, you can try to use the proxy chain, and but now you're gonna make few changes. The IP address, you type it, and then you type the ID, and again you pass the password there. Okay, oh, we are able to execute some commands. Okay, so press Ctrl Arrow and then instead of ID, so we're gonna try so that we can get the shell. Let's see. Now we can try to type bin sh. We don't have access to a directory. That means we still lack some privileges. This command is very helpful. It helps us to find the PHP files, I mean all the PHP files, so that we can analyze them. So let's try to check them. This is very important, guys, to know this command. It's helpful. Get access to TY. Who? We have something interesting. MySQL. So let's check it. So let's start to try to escalate it. This MySQL command will show the database along with the users. Skytech, we can try it out. Skytech is the database that we choose, that we pick from them. It has a table which name is login. Okay, now we can try type the same thing while selecting everything from the login table. Oh, look, the password, they are not even encrypted or hashed there. You know, everything is there as plain text. Okay, so the John at Skytech, so we know it. So we can try to go to William Skytech and then try to put the credentials as well to see if we can SSH it. Okay, and now you can type the credentials according to the user that you have picked. Awesome. Great. Okay. The password being card accounts. We can't sudo it. Matching default interest was around this course. Okay, let's try it to see the bash file. Let's try to view this file using cat command in the terminal. Okay. Fountain bin video. So what we're gonna try to do is let's remove the bash file so that we can get the access. Let's try to remove it. Now we can press our orb and then put a password. So we get there. Okay. Okay. But we are there as sour, so we have to keep this in mind. So let's try to sudo it. So we are able to do it. Now what we're gonna do, we're gonna try to list the account so that we can see all which are there. So but as we have experienced it before, everything that you can try to figure out just to be able to escalate the privileges, you just do it, because sometimes it might get a little bit much more complicated than when you try to get the access and then your method doesn't work, and then you have to know many ways to try to get into it. So let's try to get now if it must be working. Okay, now okay, let's say okay, so we enter the password. Oh, sorry. Okay, so now let's try to go some directory up because we don't have the access now. Boom, so we get it. It's fantastic. Okay, so Now we can try to sudo it. Okay, so we have it. So now you can use cat or gedit or vi just to verify. It's up to you guys, you know. So and then we're gonna try to make it to see if it works. Of course it will, but let's see. Come on, guys. Yeah. So this is it. So we got it. This is the wood password. The wood password is the sky tower. All right. Now what we're gonna do? We're gonna try to again proxy the SSH, but now not with the server account. I mean, not with the server user, but with the root user, because now here we have the password of the root. Okay, so we're gonna try it now. Okay, let's see. Let's see. So the proxy chains again, SSH, and then root, the IP address, and then you press enter and try to put that password, the sky tower. Voila! So we get into it. So this is so nice. Okay, guys. So we thank you so much for watching this video, and then we hopefully think that it was very helpful for you and then very understandable how to make it work, how to enumerate some vulnerable system and make some kind of exploitation so that you get the root access, I mean the admin, the full access of the system. Okay, but okay, being there, we can try to do something too. We can try to use these credentials found in the hacking process, in the penetration, in the hacking phase, so that you try it on that virtual machine. Okay, let's go there and try to make it. All right. All right. So now we assume that you remember the password found. If not, you can just go up to your terminal and then try to get the password. The password was the sky tower, all small letters. Okay, so yeah, okay, let's go back to our sky tower machine. So let's bring it here. Okay, so the login for sky tower was what, right? And then we press enter, and then the password was the sky tower, all small letters, the sky tower, and then we press enter. Here we are, guys. You see, fantastic. Okay, so we hopefully think that you really enjoy watching this video with us, and then that's it. Just keep trying, keep trying. So every lab might not be the same way to get access to, but it's just keep trying, and then so that you get your goal. Okay, thank you. So see you in the next video. Bye. Again, cancel it. Don't save. Okay. Hello everybody, welcome to my advanced ethical hacking networking penetration testing. Okay, this lab will be consisted of the enumeration and exploitation of the Paul lab. So if you don't have it yet downloaded, so you can follow our link as we gave earlier, and then you download it. So again, for the sake of this video, so we're gonna try to find it for you, and then we will find it in the links. Okay, here you're gonna look for it, Paul lab, and okay, this one. Then you copy this link, Control C or Command C in Mac. Then you go to here, and then you press enter. Okay. Wait till it loads. Till it loads. Okay, and then here, so you click to download it. Alright. So now, what you have to do, you have to import it or install it into your VirtualBox machine. Okay, so we're gonna go there. Okay, so as we have it already downloaded on our computer, so we're gonna go to this, and then we check it, we double click it. All right, so after that, what we're gonna do, we are going to import it and to make some few changes into our VirtualBox machine. So you can call it the way you want. You can click details and then here general, and then you can type it. And then if you want, you can make it bi-directional. It's not a problem. Host to guest and guest to host. It depends on you. And then the most important thing is that you have to go to your network and then you set it exactly as your Kali Linux machine is set it up. So when you set it like that, and then you can click on OK, and then you can log to your Kali Linux machine. So now let's start our Kali Linux machine, and then let's start it too. Okay, we can start it here, and then let's start it here, and then let's go to Okali, and then we start Okali as well. We will start Okali machine. Start. So we start both of them now. So it's already running. So we can put it here back. So before that, we're going to do this one. Okay, it's already giving us the security tab. Okay. Okay, so we can put it beside, and then now let's be on Kali Linux machine. So yeah, all right. Okay, so as usual, what we have to do is to try to detect on which IP address the vulnerable machine is running. So now we open the terminal, and then we type discover minus interface is 02, and then we press enter. Mine is here, guys. So before showing you this, I can show you how I get mine like that. IP config, and voila. So it is ito. So okay, that's great. Okay, now we're gonna type again the discover, and then minus I, and then ito, and then we press enter so that we get which IP address. Let's wait a little bit. These are all the computers around me on my network. So where it is. Okay, this one. It is on IP. So okay, but guys, it depends. So now we are on Wi-Fi, as you might see. So my Wi-Fi here is open. So automatically, when I move with my computer, for example, to the school or to my academy or wherever, and then I get connected to Ethernet, so by cable, automatically, if I don't save it, for example, when I click here, save the state machine, automatically my IP address will be changed. So guys, you have to be aware of this. If you start your lab, always save it if you don't want to make some few changes. But if you remember, it's not a problem. So your IP address can be changed. But as always, when you go to a web browser and type that local IP, for example, this one and this. So if you are somewhere else, it will not work, because this IP address will not be the IP address of your porn lab machine. I hope you understand what I mean. Okay, so now let's go back, and then let's press Ctrl C to stop it. All right, so now you can go here, and okay, now what we have to do, we have to visit that link address into a browser to see how it looks like. Okay, first thing, we got to make a copy of the IP address, and then we press Control C, or just copy, right click, and then copy, and then we go here into Firefox, we open the lab, and then we type it. Okay, we have it already, so it's not a problem. But hey guys, so before typing enter, we don't know yet on which port the server is running, so we got to know it. So how can we know it? Then we have to use Nmap to scan the IP address of that vulnerable machine. So let's do it. Nmap -a, that means all, and then the IP, press Control Shift and V, so that we passed it, and then we press enter. So we're gonna wait a moment till the scan is complete. Okay, just wait. All right, so we can have a quick view. Okay, we're already here. Okay, so now let's make a few analyses. Okay, so here are the port and the state service version. Okay, so the most interesting part for us now is to know the port on which the server is running. Okay, let's go here. 80 TCP Open Apache. Okay, this is a server on which it is running on port 80. Okay, let's go down. 111 TCP again, LPC bind. Interesting. So we'll check it then. Oh, MySQL. That's great. 3306. Okay, let's go down. Okay, MAC address of that machine is this one. Okay, so now we can go to Firefox. Okay, we will go to Firefox and then we will type the IP. Which one was it? I forget. Okay, yeah. So okay, since we got on which port, so the server is running, so we can type 80 and then you press enter. Okay, perfect. So we got there. Okay, now let's try to log in. Let's say because many web administrators, so they just add the username as admin and then put admin and press enter. Let's see if it works. Login failed. Let's try again. Admin 1 2 3 to see by trial anywhere. Let's try again. Administrator, and then 1 2 3 4 5 6. No. Again. Admin 1 2 3 4 5 6 and then press enter. Okay, we're not gonna spend our time here, guys. So we're gonna try to hack it now. Okay. Let's run Derby so that we can see if we can find more directories. Derby and then HTTP. So the IP address of it, we press right click and then so we press enter. So that we can find much more information. Okay, we find this directory, images, upload. Okay, excellent. Let's try now Nikto. It's again a tool in Kali Linux for scanning. You know, you can try to penetrate or to scan a website or a web server with all the tools that you know. The more you know, the better, and then the easier your task will be. So we type Nikto, Nikto -help, and then the IP address of your victim machine. The IP address was, so we don't need to type. Okay, we don't need to type. We can just press right click, paste. Okay, and then we press enter, so that we get much more information. Oh, we already see something here. Wow, on config.php. This is very interesting for us, guys. So we're gonna work with this task. We're gonna work with it. Where is it? Config. Moment. Okay, here it is. Yeah. Okay, good. Now let's try to enter it into a web browser. We can go here. Mouse, where are you? Okay. Config.php. Enter. Okay, it's a blank page. It's a blank page. View page source. Again, blank page. You know, okay, PHP file sometimes it's like that. But as an attacker, you have to know many commands for scanning, for penetrating, for attacking a website or a web server. It doesn't matter, as I said. Now we're gonna use a command tool in Kali Linux machine, which is allow us to traverse some directories. It is okay. We can go back to our terminal, and then we type dot pound dot pound minus m and then http, of course, and minus h. Then we copy and paste again IP address, and then minus f for it for traversal PHP, and now we press enter. Enter. Okay. Press enter to start the study. Press enter. Okay. Okay, the scanning is warning. It is warning. Okay. Okay, so we were obliged to abort the scan because it takes us a lot of time without grabbing any kind of information, any serious information. So okay, now we can try to use burp suite to intercept the connection between the IP address of our victim slash config.php and then with our burp suite. So let's go to open another terminal so that we open our burp suite. So burp. Okay, here guys, this is my burp suite professional. So for this tutorial you can use your burp suite community edition, but it will be best if you have your burp suite as the professional version, because there you will find live scanning, and it's very important. Of course, not for this tutorial, but after it will be. So from now, if you have your default burp suite which comes with Kali Linux, so you can use it, but here I'm gonna use mine, burp. I recommend you to buy it or to find a way to have it. So if you want to have it, you can just contact me. I can help you find it. But for the sake of this video, we are not going to show you how to hack burp suite because it's not legal. But if you want to buy it, it will be best option. So, or if you want, you can contact us for further information how you can get it or something, or with low price, something of this sort. And then we press enter so that I open it. Burp suite professional, and there you're gonna make few changes, but burp suite comes as default with port number 8080, so it's not necessary to change that port number. Yeah, and okay, we click next. Start. Let's wait. Okay, yeah, so here we go. Now you can make few changes by rerunning burp suite or by entering, for example, user version, and then you can add stuff, change to your port proxy port number. Okay, and then let's go to proxy tab. Let's go to proxy tab. Let's go to scanner. Okay, this is what you will not have in your burp edition. Okay, so now what we're gonna do in burp suite, now we click on proxy and then make sure that the interception is on. If you want the web page to be able to reload again so that you can click on its login menu, click intercept and or forward on burp suite. Okay, so let's go back a little bit to Firefox. So I have been here, and then you can type it here, okay, like that before, and go to that login page here. Okay, yeah, now let's go back to burp suite. Okay, as we can see, the intercept as default is on. Now what we're gonna do, we're gonna try to make some configuration in Firefox as well, so that burp suite is on the same port as our Firefox. Let's go back to our Firefox, or let's, so that we don't waste our time. Yeah, okay, put it here. Yeah, and we go to preferences. We go to preferences and then settings, and then we click on manual configuration, manual proxy configuration, and it's already set up like that. And then 8080, because that's the default port number on Burp Suite. And now we click on OK. So after clicking on OK, now we are ready. So you can try to go to this page, and then let's try to put anything, admin, blah blah blah, and then we press enter. Here we go. Okay, we got the information in Burp Suite. So that's fantastic. Now we can minimize Firefox so that we analyze it. Okay. Okay. Now go back to your Firefox, and okay, you can try to reload the page. Alright. Try to reload this. Very good. Okay, now we can minimize Firefox. Okay, so here we get the session ID. What we have to do, so it is accepted, it's the request, and then we click forward. Okay, now we can go back to Firefox and then try to log in. We click on login. As you see here, okay, let's minimize it again. As we see here now, so we get it now. Okay, so what we have to do is we're gonna send it to the intruder. So right click on it and then send to intruder, and then the intruder tab now get highlighted. Okay, and then we can go to position. Okay, so while being here in the position, we can see that the login is now in the page equal login is now in green. So what does that mean? It's there that we're gonna try to force the attack, the payload. The default attack type is sniper, so we don't choose cluster bomb right now, so we let it as default, and then we click on payloads, and then we passed a file there. In that file we have a lot of comment there, so that's why we provide you it in the resource file of this lecture. Okay, now we can go here and open the file. So you will get it in your resource file, and then you press Ctrl A to select all, and then Ctrl C to copy it. We can close the tab, and then now here we pass it there. Okay, so now what we have to do nothing other than start the attack. We click on start the attack. Okay, the attack is started. Okay, it's already finished. Okay, so now what you have to do, you have to click on the length, maybe twice, maybe 3 times, so that you get the highest number. So let's try to click one again. Okay, oh, it's become again to the 1. Okay, so this is what we get as a highest number. So now we got it. So in the following session, so what we're gonna do, as we can post, okay, we can try to enlarge this colon first. Okay, so we have it in the PHP filter converted base 64 encoded upload. So this is very helpful for us. So now what we're gonna do is that down the page you're gonna see a tab which name is response. So we don't need request anymore because we have made our request through the attack. So now what we have to do is go to response and try to filter it, try to fetch it, try to read it, and go down. Okay, so what you have to do is that you see that you have a text which looks like encoded text. Let's see if we can know a quick overview about it. Okay, it has 2 equal at the end. It looks like a base 64 encoded text. Okay, so let's try to see if it is so. Okay, now we can copy it. We copy only the text, only the encrypted text. We copy it like that. Okay, oops, again we highlight it, okay, and then right click, we copy, Control C, and then now we go back to our suite page, the base one, and then we go to decoder, then we pass it there, Control V, and decode as base64, decode as base64. Okay, now it gives us a PHP code along with some HTML. So let's press Control A, and then Control C, so we can put it and save it into a file. And put it into a file. We can try to open this with pad, make it a little bit larger. Okay, and then we paste it there, Control C. Okay, so we were where have we been? Wait a moment, where have we been? Okay, it was for this page, upload page. Okay, it was for upload, for let's say for upload page. Okay, so that we make sure, so that we can make a future analyzing, and then the one below to be for, I don't know, so we will see. Okay, so now let's go in here. Okay, we can go down again. Okay, length 1289, we can click on it, and then we are here there. So try to see again what kind of whispers that we have from the attack. Okay, again check if you have some encoded encrypted text. This looks like the same thing. One equal base 64 again. Okay, we try, then we copy it, copy, and go back to the main page of Bob Suite. And yeah, so Control A, delete, and then Control V, we pass the new one, decode as base 64. Okay, so now we have a new thing, and then Control A, Control C, go back to our text page. Come on, go back to our text page. It was for now for index, and then we pass it there. Control V. Okay, now for, we don't know, so let's check it. Okay, let's go to our attack page, and then now we go back to our attack page. Now we can scroll it down to see much more information. What would we do now is we will have to find something like config, like resource equal config, not config.php, for config. As much as you have time and then as much as you have your task to fulfill, you have to try to fulfill it correctly and appropriately according to what you have to do. Okay, now we need a kind of config, so we click on it, and then we try to go to Whisper. So we are already there. Okay, password test name. Okay, and so again, Control A, Control C, and then go to our tab, go to our file, and then pass it there. Control V. Okay, again you can like this. Just try to find much more information about config if there are any. Config PHP, no. Config big small p, big H, p. Here, no, we don't need this one, so we can go. We need the weakest. Okay, let's go down. Okay, we have one now. Yeah, small PHP. Okay, so now we need to click on Whispens if we have any information. Okay, good. So we have an information. So we try again to copy it. and paste it into burp suite, or copy and go to burp, the main page. Okay, Control A, delete, and Control V. Okay, we find it looks like interesting now, guys. So we find we find some credentials. All right, so we copy, right click and copy, or just Control C and go back to base. This is our base, and then Control V. Okay, now what you have to do, so you find some credentials, root password, and that PHP files. Okay, now check on terminal to see if it is a MySQL password by typing this command. Now I'm gonna provide you. Okay, let's go to a terminal. Is a mouse? Come on. All right, now let's read it. Let's make some analysis. Okay, this is our upload page. Okay. If he said post submit, start file type name. Okay, so here we see that we have some restriction. So the files which are not ended with these extensions, so they are not allowed. So that's the configuration of that web page. Okay, that's nice. So we have gift png gpage. Okay, let's make some, let's go below. Nothing is important. Okay, now for index, let's go like that. Index, internet, post name, username, password. Okay, now the password is, the server is localhost, username is root, password is this one, and database is users. We really have a very quick view on it. That password is highly a MySQL password, because we have a database, we have a username, we have password, and we have a server. So we can try to test if it is a MySQL database, a MySQL password. So we're gonna open a terminal. Let's open a new terminal again. Right click and then new terminal. Bring it here. Come on, here. Okay, so now we're gonna type this command. Everything is listed, guys, in the file, so don't worry. Okay, so we type MySQL -h, and then the IP of the target machine. It was this one, 168.1. Forget it. Moment. Okay. 170. 170. Okay. And then minus u, that the u means user, and we type root, minus p is the password, and then we press enter. Now we have to enter the password. So the password was, wait a moment, this one. We're gonna highlight it and right click, copy, go back, and Ctrl C, paste, Ctrl V, and then press enter. We're gonna wait. We will see. I hope it will work. Hope it will work. Yes, we had a mistake. So we didn't put the seed. Okay, the seed is 1. Okay, we press Ctrl C, and then we press arrow up. That's why it was taking that long. And then we press enter, and then we passed it, the password, passed, and then press enter. Here we are. So we are in now. Okay, so far so good. Okay, so we are in the MySQL command. Now let's do some database enumeration. Okay, so let's type show databases in semicolon, consider we have to information schema users. Okay, so now let's use users, enter within the border for information data minus database changed. Okay, so database get changed. Okay, now what we have to do, so we have to try to find if in the database users there are some tables. So we type show tables, again press enter. Okay, the tables there is like users. All right, so now we can try to find what is inside the table, because inside the table, of course, there are some columns and some lines, and then we have to find the content of it. So now we type select all star means all from users, the table, small users, the tables, and then we press enter, semicolon. Okay, we find some credential, but it looks like this user has the password this, but this password is encoded. Since it ends with two equal sign, we can try to have it copy it, Control C, or copy and then go to decoder and to burp suite, then we try to decode it. Okay, awesome. Now we get some users credential. Okay, we can try to find Ken's password and make sure. Okay, all right, so let's go back to this, and we can press it the word mind target. Okay, so we have two website pages open. What is the next one? Okay, it's this one, attack one, so we don't need this anymore. We can try to close it. Okay, and now try to figure it out. That's there, but the condition is on. We can try to put it off now. Okay, go to decoder. Okay, and then select all, delete and pass it there. Decode it as base64. Okay, so it is like G, big W, okay, some stuff like that. Well, okay, let's go back to our terminal. Okay, so that we might see. Okay, we can try to copy this, Control C to copy it. Okay, now we copy it. Now we can try to upload an image to the server. Okay, before that we can try to go to the login page. Okay, wait, so we copy it. Let's go to Firefox and try to it is squashed. Restore, come on, restore. Okay, try go here. Username is what? I forget how it was. Kent, small letters, everything. Okay, so Kent, and then we copy and paste the password here, paste it here, and then press enter just to see. Okay, oh, it seems like we are in. Okay, absolutely good. Okay, so we are in now as Kent user. Okay, so now what we have to do, we have to click on browse and then try to find any image that we have. Okay, let's say we have this image, then we click open. Okay, and then now we have to click on upload. When you click on upload, you will see the image is really uploaded to the vulnerable server. So next, you can type in the address bar right after the IP address here /upload, just to see how the image is loading, how it appears in the web server. Okay, so from now, let's go to try to click on upload. Here we go. This is the image. So because the image is .png, so the restriction was for was for other files, not for this kind of image, either PNG or GIF and so on. Okay, so now we can try to press another tab, or okay, but before we'll copy it, Control C, and then Control V, slash upload, then we press enter. All right, so this is how the image get saved in the server side. Okay, what you have to do now, go back to Burp Suite and then check to see that if the intercept is on. If it's on, let it like that. If it's off, so we have to turn it on. It's off, so let's turn it on. Now it is on. Okay, now what we have to do, we will go back to Firefox and then we type the IP address, of course, and then we will type this command after the IP address. I'm gonna show you this command. Everything will be provided, guys, in the description of the resource file. Okay, we type, let's minimize this one, or let's type, should I still leave it? Okay, I can add it here, another tab, and Control V. Okay, and then Control V. So now what we have to type is the index.php cmd, let's say that host name, and then try to press enter to see what will be next. Okay, it's us here, or I to minimize my Firefox. Okay, so we get the session ID, we have the host name in red. Okay, so now we have to click on more tabs and then delete the cookies session right after the two dots after cookies. I mean the session cookies right after the two dots here, exactly. So okay, then pass the name of that image, of course, in the white pane. So let's type it first like that, cookie space lang equal, and moment, where am I? Go back to Firefox. Before going into the dev, so let's make an assumption. So we did see that in the previous file they have some restriction about that the files that can be uploaded, only the one with extension GIF, GIF images, or PNG and JPEG, some stuff like that. And as an attacker, so we can ask ourselves, and what if we want to upload a PHP file? So let's see how we can try to create a PHP file here, or let's Control N to continue. Okay, let's try to create a PHP file and then try to upload it so that we can see PHP. Okay, now let's put HTML code, HTML, head, okay, and get here, and we can put body, just to see, and then blah blah blah. How are you? Something's missing. You, and then close the paragraph. Okay, let's save it. Control S, or we can do save as. Okay, we can just save. It will ask us where can we save it. Well, in the desktop. It might be better for us. We try to put it like try dot php. Save. Okay, now we close it here, and then we try. Now we are trying. Okay, we have to turn off our website. Okay, it is off. Now we can try to upload it. Log in. We have to log in. Okay, it's can't. And then the password was what? The password was we didn't write it down. Okay, the password of Kent. We'll forget it. Let's go back to Burp Suite to see if it was there. Full decoder. Okay, fortunately it's there. And Control C, and just to copy it, Control C, and go back to Firefox. Go back to Firefox and pass it there. Control V, and then press enter. Good. Now we can try to upload a PHP file. We are going to desktop, try, and then open, upload. Not allowed extension. Please upload images only. You see, so that means this website has some kind of filters, so it prevents some files from uploading to the server. Only the files that are allowed, as it says that only images files only. And now, as an attacker, how can we bypass that? Okay, so let's go and delete that file, or we can modify it. Okay, let's just delete it and move to trash. Okay, now I'm gonna open a new Control N to open a new. Now we're gonna use a command, and then a PHP command, so that we store inside of the file a PHP code, which is going to hack the server in background, but we will save it as an image file. But even if we do that, the server system might have some kind of robotic system that detects if it's only a PHP file, if it's only an image file, and then by the sound of it, it's not enough to just save it in image while inside the file the content is PHP or HTML, something like that. It's not enough. But we have some trick. We have to type, for example, GIF89, so that we put it as the header, and then when the filters comes to that file, so that it can detect if it's a PHP file. Okay, so let's go to it directly. So we type a command. Let's say enter php, and then we close it, and then now we can type our stuff. Echo shell execute $sign get and like that. We open it, and then we type a cmd. Let's say, so therefore we're gonna save it as cmd, and then we close the parentheses. Okay, so we can make it just an online. No, why not? Yeah, okay, just an online equal just an online. All right, so here we go. Okay, now this will be not enough, so that we save it as an image. Here we type this GIF image, and then 98. All right, so now when we upload it to the server filters will not know if it's not an image file. Okay, now let's go to file, save. We can save as, it's not important. Let's say cmd.png. Well, we can save it again. Okay, we will save it in my document. Okay, so now we can close it. It is there as cmd.png. Now go back to browse. Okay, we have to try again. Browse and find it where it is. CMD document, open and upload. Yeah, so the file is there. guys. So now what you can do is the same process. You just go there, or you open another tab, and then you just reload it just to see our image. Okay, this is our images at this time. Okay, good. We can try to see if we can type some command here. The path of link cmd cmd hostname. Then press in there. Use this server to upload and share image files inside the internet. Okay, by the way, we can use Burp Suite so that we get the communication. Okay, so let's try to put the interception of Burp Suite on. Where is this? Intercept. Now we put it on. Okay, now we are going to intercept it. Let's try it again. .php, that's index.php, and then okay. So now we can go to Web Suite. Okay, and now we should replace the session ID. We replace it by lang equal the path of the file that we have uploaded slash upload and slash, so where is our Firefox? Here, and then we're gonna go and this was our file. Copy copy what? No, you just have to copy it like that. We copy it, okay, and then press Ctrl C. And now we go back and then we press it like that. Okay, so after doing that, after pasting the file name, the image name here, so now what we're gonna do, we're gonna do the same trick that we tried earlier to do on the Firefox. It's a command injection because we were not able to do it there in the browser, but now we are trying to do it here on Burp Suite. So we put a question mark here, and then we type cmd equal hostname, exactly what we typed earlier, guys. Okay, now what we have to do, you have to send this to repeater. Okay, you right click on it and then send it to repeater. Control R, and then the repeater tab gets highlighted. Okay, so as we can see, nothing is new, so it's just highlighted. Put it in a red. Now we're gonna click on go. Click on go. Great. Okay, now you can scroll down your mouse and scroll down your mouse in the white pane to see the HTML code. The content of always come here in HTML file view. Okay, now what we're gonna do, we're gonna try to open a netcat port so that we listen the communication. For this reason, we're gonna go to terminal and open a new terminal. It will be the netcat terminal, and then we type nc-nlvp and then any port number of your choice. So I can put mine 7878 like that, and then what you're gonna do is just press enter. Now our netcat is listening. So the next step is we're gonna try to inject a Python code into the repeater page. This is our repeater. Okay, now we're gonna try to inject that Python code. So here is the place that we were trying to put the comment code. Okay, now we're gonna try to delete this, and then here we will try to put the Python code inside. So it will look like that. Okay, now we copy and paste the Python code here, but before we have to make a few changes. We have to modify it according to our Kali IP machine, which is 4.5. Wait a moment, I'm going to check it out. Okay, yes, it is it. Okay, and then so we let the port 4444, but you can type anything what you want. Okay, so now before you click on go, you have to first set up your netcat command. Okay, you can try netcat nc minus nlbb. Let's make it white on black. Wait a moment. Edit preferences, profile preferences, color, white on black, close it. Okay, let's make it. Okay, and then now we type, wait a moment, let's clear, and then nc minus nlvp 4444. So now it's waiting for us. Okay, before we could go, as we said earlier, we have to highlight it, select the Python code, and then right click, go to convert selection, URL, and then URL encode all characters. Yeah, and then now you can click on go. Okay, as you see, so we get a reverse shell now. So now, as we used already the command in the previous video, so we can try to type in Python import -c and then import pty semicolon and then this spawn bin, like that. Try to put to see if it can be one like a sudo first thing, and then you just try the cans, and then you put the password for can. It was something like big G. So you remember it? It was in Web Suite, exactly. So we copy and paste it here. So let's see if it has some kind of pseudo privileges. If not, so we get to escalate it. Doesn't have it. So now our task is we have to escalate the privileges. Okay, your name, Linux Ponab. When we type uname -a, it gives us a lot of information about the operating system that we are trying to get in. And we go to Firefox first thing first, and then we intercept it, and then we are going to download this. Of course, it is provided in the list, so we have to advanced add exception. Okay, just copy it, select it first, and then copy it, and then create a new file again, so that we paste it there. So we put it there in the server path. After that, we're gonna try to start our Apache server, and then we create a new file there, and then we put it as core.core32.c. Okay, now that's good. Now it's time to start the Apache servers. Start and press enter. Okay, great. Now we're gonna back to our reverse shell, and then we change our directory to temp. Okay, now we have to download what we have in our Kali machine. So that's why we put it there in the server path. So the IP address of Kali, so that we get the connection, the communication between them, between the Pornhub operating system and our Kali machine, so that we can download it. Okay. Now we have to compile it. So let's use GCC. -o, and we're gonna type in any name, and then pt12, and then press enter. Okay, so now let's try to run it, the executable file, Let's put it up. Great, we got it. So exactly. Now we can try to find some files if there are some, and then if they are, so we know how to try to open them using cat command so that we read the files. Okay. Try see wood ls flag. Oh, we can see the flag or the message, whatever. Excellent. Great. Okay guys, so that's all for this lab. We really thank that you enjoy with us by hacking into the vulnerable Pwn lab operating system, and then also that we get the privilege escalation, and then we get the decoded of base 64 encoded text, and then we got some password and credentials. So we have seen quite a good stuff. So we are looking forward to see you in the next video. Thank you.